What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Visiting sideline, that's the Chargers head coach. His guys got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go here from Mile High. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of award. If I had to guess, you'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The second down throw is incomplete. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, LA.
And the Chargers first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 4.
Back to the air one more time. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is first touchdown of the new year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one, hold in. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 49-yard line.
Example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd
back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
Caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Chargers out to the early lead. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive? Or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
First and 10 at the 37.
He'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Quick hitting slant there. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Moving the tight end right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll come up here first and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The extra point is up and through. And the Chargers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Wide open, middle of the field, he's got his receiver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42.
Throwing now on first and 10. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced out wide. Taking off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
As they try to run it here. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. His second rushing touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. Broncos are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Broncos 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First down.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First down, Chargers.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 47-yard line.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 35.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point is good. And the Chargers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Quick throw here is complete. Now it's on out Denver. That's their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Broncos, first down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Now, faking the give. Moving to his left. It is 3rd and long.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
one final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7th. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, and he is deep. He hit on that one. Picked up. Thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
On the play leads to 3rd down and 1.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Chargers, 1st down.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Ooh. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, nothing Nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Following the penalty, he'll run it. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll throw out of the gun. Good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. In front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Not much happening there. Just a short game. From 29, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop the throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Chargers, 1st
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's is not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Him on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. And that is knocked away. Incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a run on 1st down. And he will score! Touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice gain here. He's going to be marched down at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll step up and run this. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. And as for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw here on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks. And set up fourth down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one up, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Try again, it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Back to throw. He's got his man, that's Neighbors. And the Broncos going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And the Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, right?
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this place.
Chargers 38, Broncos 17.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now give on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
35-yard line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Chargers going to call on the field goal unit now. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Broncos first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Hey, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Down Denver. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2.
2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down. We'll try to get it on the ground. The Chargers going to call on the field goal unit now. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 2-possession game. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
At his own 49-yard line.
this one complete right side. And he is out of bounds.
First down. First and 10.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it.